Today is the beginning of the church year. Last week we know it was the end of the world. We talked about the end of the world, the last times, eschatology. And today we're starting all over again. It's a whole new calendar. How about that? The end is just the beginning again. And we're talking about a new covenant that Jesus has made with us, with his people. A new covenant, not the old covenant that was of the old law and of the old law of Moses. He says, not one jot or tittle of the law is invalid until the Son of Man comes. And here he is. And he says, I'm making a new law, and I'm etching it upon the back of your eyeballs. I'm etching it in your heart. You shall know my commandments and my laws, my doings, my goings, my comings, and my ways. You shall have these on your heart, and you shall know what is good, and you shall know what is my way, and what is my directive. I have told you the things about who I am, and I've shown you through mighty works who I am, he says. My faithful know me. They know my voice, and I know them. And the gates of hell shall not prevail against them. And no one can pull them away from me, because my Father is greater than the enemy, and I am greater than the enemy. He's given us power. We see how Philip went into the area of Samaria, and he was welcomed as this man is of God. The church began, suddenly they just walked into a whole new reality. This is what we're doing. We as Christians now are walking, stepping right into a whole new reality. An awakening. What's different? I don't know. I was just back there, and I just walked and took a step, and now I'm in someplace else. It's a frame of mind. It is an awakening where suddenly colors are brighter. Sunshine is better. Air is cleaner. And thoughts are purer, more pure. It is an awareness, an awakening that God is with us. And if God is with us and we are with him, then there's no stopping us now. Nothing can stop what is coming. Nothing. His will is like the tide that comes in. You are not stopping it. And it's worldwide. You may put up a dam, you may put up some sort of a blockage, but it's coming. And it will last for a little while. The great awakening is upon us. The new covenant that he has made with his people who know his voice and hear his ways and know them within their hearts. Nothing shall prevail against them. Not in this world or in the next. Because we are of that other world. And we are in this world as it is transforming. A few weeks ago I talked about the convergence of timelines. And how the timeline of destruction and the timeline of creation were on separate parallel tracks. But it's sort of like a Doppler effect. If you look out at a railroad track, you stand on a railroad track, you say, oh, they're just this far apart. But then you look, if you can look a mile away, they come together. They merge. And so it is with these timelines of destruction and creation. A new creation is upon us. This is the epoch time where the world is changing. And what precedes the changing of the world? But the changing of the hearts and minds of men. And if you can be part of that change, that acceptance of Christ Jesus in your heart and your life and in your ways, then the new creation is for you. Sadly, not everyone will make it. The awakening is not for everyone. Many people are just stuck in their bitterness and hatred. I saw a video last week of a Roman Catholic church where a man walked in without a mask, and the priest cursed and said, "Out, get out of here with that." And the man came up and said, "I just wanted to tell you." He says, "Don't tell you if you're out, 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 out." And there was a riot. About 20 men got up and started beating this man right in front of the altar. And the world has gone mad. And they believe the hatred. And they believe the anger. It's just like those Jews with Jesus. They could not believe it. They were stuck in their own belief. They had been conditioned to believe it, and therefore they believed it, and that was all there was. And for Jesus to say anything else, blasphemer, stone him. This new awakening is what the dedication or consecration of the church is about. This is where we are consecrating a church for a new beginning. Every year this is the new beginning, but this time for sure, this is really the new beginning. All the other new beginnings were warm-ups for this one, because here we are. And we see this not for our church, it's for the world. And we are in epoch times where changes are happening. What kind of changes? Well, we talked about 17,000 earthquakes and 31 volcanoes active right now. We talked about 2,000, almost 3,000 earthquakes, only 10 kilometers down. We've talked about rescuing of thousands and thousands and thousands of children out of places 10 miles down, and slavery, and then for use as horrible things. People are now aware of this, and in this awakening of all that ugliness, they are saying, "Enough ugliness, I want love." And here it is. Your job is to help and comfort people as they come into their mind and in disbelief, shock, and awe of all the terrible things that have been done to other people in their name. These things are coming out and have been out. We've known about it for a long time, but it's never been really publicly disseminated. People don't want to see it, hear it, or discuss it. And now they're seeing it happening right with their own children in their own schools. They're seeing these things and they're just saying, "Oh no, we're not doing this anymore." This week the invasion is upon us at the southern border, and it has been called now an armed invasion. This is not a media event anymore. This is an armed invasion. We'll see what happens. So the things that are supposedly being done to keep us suppressed, to keep us ignorant, to keep us dumbed down, and just watching cartoons and soap operas and stuff, and get stuck in that rather than actually being aware of who's doing what to who in your name, and how many lies have been told to us. The Great Awakening is upon us. The Great Awakening is not an immediate event. It is not something to sell you anything. It is not an event used to get you to vote the next election. It is a general, as I said, stepping into a new reality of awareness that healing can only take place through belief in Christ Jesus. Yes, the technologies are here, the med beds are here. They're taking the children into the med beds, we're told, and that they are trying to restore them, children that had never seen the light of day. Trying to restore them to health. Seeing that these things are happening, and that the people, once they find out about it, they say, I had no idea. Well, those who know have not been able to sleep. And we have significant military operations underway worldwide. It's not just the United States, but it's other governments as well, worldwide, through Australia, New Zealand, and all over the world, to rescue these children. The forces of evil are fighting back, and they are denying everything, and they own the media. But Christ is on our side. Christ is with us. And He's the one who puts His ways into our hearts. And He is opening up our eyes so that we will have basically no other option but to say, oh God, save us. Oh God, save our planet from these evil monsters. And so, this is the awakening of the church. This is the awakening of the church. And just as I told you, the merging of the timelines, one more step is all we need into a whole new awareness, a whole new reality of creation and not destruction. The ones who have lost their minds and are stuck in their ways will probably perish. But not for lack of compassion on our part. Our job is not say, oh well, sorry you're going to pass away, but oh well, I'm sorry you're a victim of the latest plague. Oh well, I'm sorry you're a victim of the latest crime wave. No, our job is of compassion on the multitude and to say, oh God, heal us all. Oh God, mercy on us all. Not just us saved. Let's be saved in the manner in which we are our brother's brother, caring about those who have no food and have no shelter and have no parents or people to take care of them. No one who really cares if they live or die. We do. We do. Because as Jesus says, I have called you sons of God. Sons of God is a great responsibility. Imagine if you now know that you are the sons of God. An awesome responsibility. To live your life in a godlike manner. Worthy of the title, sons of God. So, armed with a new awakening, armed with a new insight into this whole new existence of creation, where the timelines have merged and are, in fact, you can just step into it now. And that this compassion that we have of Christ on all of humanity and all of our world is something that we can, in fact, live into now. We can live in it. So let's pray that even though we're told the awakening is not for everyone, it's not for lack of trying on our part. That people are stuck in their ways and cannot see, they cannot believe, they want to believe in the masks, and they want to believe in the shots, and they want to believe in all that. They want to believe in all the lockdowns and voter suppressions and all the other things that are going on. Then that's, you can't change their mind. But we can still love them. And that's our job. It's hard to describe a new beginning of the church without a discussion of cause and effect. A cause and effect relationship. If you are holding on to the old, that actually has a cause which brings an effect of perpetuating the old. The old stuck in our ways and disbelief and would rather believe the lie than the truth. If we choose that, it's very difficult to have another effect. But if you choose the new light, the new covenant within us, then that produces an effect as well. And that effect is the creation timeline, which is an effect of transforming the whole of the world. It's already happened. And in fact, nothing can stop it. Only our own choices and causes and effects can perpetuate it in our vision of reality. So I'm hoping that each of us will choose a new reality of holiness and godlike nature, compassion on the multitude, and multiple good works. Jesus was telling these Pharisees, these Jews, if you don't believe in the words that I say, believe in the works that I have done and continue to do, and that you can do in my name. Believe in the works that I tell you. I and my Father are one. That's sufficient enough for me. And I believe it. So hopefully you can believe it too, and bring about this change, like instantly, right now.